Hey, single Cancers, welcome to your December 2018 love reading. This is for, once again, the Cancers that are single. I have a separate video for those who are in a relationship. But with that being said, I also see separation for some of you. So some of you may not necessarily be completely single, but you may be separated from your partner. And I'm seeing, if you're not separated from your partner, then I'm feeling like y'all just broke up with somebody, or you're still carrying the emotions of a past relationship that basically caused you a lot of harm. Like you were hurt deeply in the relationship. I see that y'all have somebody that's watching you, or you're watching them. So either you're the stalker, or this other person that hurt you is still watching you and stalking you. And I feel like some of you haven't heard back from this person, and that is upsetting y'all a lot too. If you notice, I also have here the Five of Cups, and then below it, it says stay optimistic about your love life. So even though this relationship is done, there's still some good coming for you in the future, and there's going to be somebody else. And I'm seeing somebody else come in, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I feel like, you're still watching this person, or they're still watching you. And I also feel like some of you might have watched this person move on to somebody else, and, they're moving on fairly quickly, and it's kind of really upsetting you and hurting you, and you kind of get in this like down mood where you don't really want to go try to date, you don't want to try to be with anybody, you're just kind of like but at the same time, I think some of you are in the are really wanting to start having children. Some of you really want to have kids, and if you and you're you need a partner. You want to find somebody so you can settle down and have kids and get married. And maybe that's why one of your past relationships ended, is because you were ready to settle and you were ready to get married, but they weren't, or vice versa. But I also see, that children are playing a part. So some of you might be single now with kids, or y'all might be separated and have children in the mix of this. And maybe that's part of the reason why this past person is still keeping an eye on you, or you're supposed to be having conversations with them, but I really feel like you're not getting anything from them, especially not emotionally. If you're talking to them, it doesn't have to do with your emotions and how you feel, and that really upsets you too. But I do see somebody that's coming in here towards the end, so I would say more towards the end of the month, maybe rolled over into January. You have somebody else who could be a potential partner for you, and somebody who's new. And I know it's probably hard for cancers to move on, but I feel like this might be a really good, stable person, possibly an earth sign. I do have the King of Pentacles here, but this might be somebody who can provide for you in the way you want to be provided for, and someone who's a stable fit and, will treat you good and love you the way you want to be. I also had pulled another card from the bottom, and I got the Strength card. So this, pain and whatever, it is that you're going through, and whatever's really upsetting you, you've got the strength to get through this. I've noticed that too about a lot of cancers. They have a strong emotional strength that they're unaware of, but you got it. And so you're strong, you're going to get through this, and I feel like y'all really want a traditional relationship and marriage and house, and for whatever reason, the one that you thought it was going to be with, it may not be that person. It may be this new person coming in towards the end of the month. Well, I hope y'all have a good holiday, Cancer.